When was the last time you did a facility audit? Through the lens of a customer. Not the lens of you, not the lens of a coach, but walk into your facility through the thought process of becoming a customer. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What's the music like? The ambience and all of those things. Hi, and welcome to part 2 of the systems upgrade menu. So I went through the first 9 in the last podcast. In this podcast, I'm going to go through and give you another 9. So number 10, time and diary management system. So the purpose of this is to protect focus and reduce your burnout. This would include time blocking, CEO time. Well, what does that really mean? CEO time means step out of the comforts of your own business and start thinking bigger picture strategy, okay? Coaching versus admin splits, and then meeting rules. Now, most people have too many meetings, they're not structured enough, and you kind of go into like waffle mode, okay? I want to make sure that your meetings are set with intention, and think about it, your time is valuable. So every minute you spend off point, off topic, you're essentially stopping the growth of your business. So make sure you have meeting rules put into place. Upgrade example, block 2 CEO hours per week into your schedule, and then remove unnecessary meetings. If it doesn't need a meeting, don't have a meeting about it. Create SOP to answer the issues that keep being repeated. So don't just have meetings for meeting's sake. Have meetings that are going to move the needle in your business. Number 11, role and responsibility system. So the purpose of this is to stop doing everything yourself. This includes who does what inside your business, the decision ownership, accountability, and escalation rules. So you want to build a ladder system inside your business that things get escalated to you as the owner as the last thing. Empower your team, empower your staff to make decisions without you there. That is true leadership, okay? And then you can always course correct it as you go anyway. Great example, create a not my job list, certain things that you shouldn't be doing, not my job list, and then create clarity of one role this week. Might be something that you need to stop doing that you're going to pass on and delegate to someone else in your team. Think of it in the sense of what repeats, we automate, what I can teach, I delegate, and what no longer serves me, I delete in my business. Number 12, staff performance and development system. So the purpose is to raise the team standards and consistency. This includes KPIs, reviews, feedback loops. Be quick to feedback if someone's doing something great or they need to improve something. And then CPD tracking. Are you continuously developing your team and developing yourself? Upgrade example, schedule quarterly reviews with your team. And also an upgrade example here might be set 3 KPIs per staff member that you want them to manage. Number 13, client experience system. So increase perceived value without discounting. That's the purpose. Increase perceived value without discounting. This includes your facility standards. When was the last time you did a facility audit? Through the lens of a customer. Not the lens of you, not the lens of a coach, but walk into your facility through the thought process of becoming a customer. What does it look like? What does it smell like? What does it feel like? What's the music like? The ambience and all of those things, okay? The next one is communication tone. How do we communicate to our members? Coaching quality. Again, when was the last time you audited the quality of the coaching delivery mechanism inside of your business? And then the last one is culture and community, which is this is what we do here. This is what we tolerate. This is what we allow. Do your clients and your staff fit into that culture? Is everyone contributing to the community? Upgrade example, improve session structure, add a weekly client messaging, check-in messages, touch points, phone calls, etc., etc. Number 4, marketing content system. Purpose of this is to build trust and visibility consistently. This includes a posting schedule. This includes content themes. This includes proof and testimonials that your process and system works, and then calls to action. Okay? The proof and testimonials is really, really important. Why should somebody choose you? What's your unique point of difference? Remember, you're not looking for everybody. You're only looking for the people that are looking for you, and those people are typically similar to your current clients, okay? Upgrade example, build a 4-week schedule posts. So build out 4 weekly posts, okay? Next one, collect 2 client wins this week, and then build an SOP on how you collect testimonials constantly inside your business, and then purpose those out to the marketplace. Number 15, operations and SOP system. The purpose of this is to remove chaos and dependency on the owner. This includes how tasks are done. This includes checklists. This includes documentation. This includes handover processes. The upgrade part of this, really simple, write an SOP for one reoccurring task. Now that might be a cleaning SOP. This is how we clean. This might be a member check-in SOP. It might be a review SOP, etc., etc. So write one SOP for a recurring task inside your business, and then create daily operations checklists. Here are the things that we need to do on a daily basis as a business. Number 16, decision-making system. Most people don't have a decision-making system, and they just make decisions on the fly. The purpose of this is to speed up leadership and reduce stress. This might include decision filters, okay? How you filter decisions. Really simply, is this going to help move the needle, yes or no? That's a decision filter. Is this going to move us closer to where we want to be or further away from where we want to be? Because the higher up the ladder you go, you're going to have more decisions to make. And more things are going to come across your desk, come across your table. The magic is not in the yes of everything. The magic occurs inside of the no's, okay? When to decide alone or with a team? When are you going to take the burden and decide on something by yourself, or when do you need to integrate certain team members in to make a decision? Knowing when to do that, okay? And then rules for urgency. Is this a level 10 decision I need to make today, now, right now, urgent? Or is it not so urgent? You have to have your own rules of urgency put in place, because someone else's 10 might be a 4 for you. You have your own rules of engagement with making decisions. Upgrade example, create a 3-question decision filter. Second one is decide faster on one stalled issue. What's something that's coming up all of the time now that you're stalling on? Just go and make a decision. I'll have you consider by not making a decision, you're already making a decision, which is to not fix this thing. So by not doing something is already a decision, but it's going to move you further away probably from where you want to go. Number 17, capacity and scalability system. Here's the purpose. Grow without breaking the business. Now, as you scale, your job is to grow the business without it breaking. This includes maybe class caps. This includes staffing ratios. How many members of staff do I need to service this amount of clients? And then you can really quantify as you start to grow your business when you need to recruit the next person in your business. Space utilization. When you walk into your facility, are you utilizing all the facility in the correct manner? Site utilization, facility utilization, space utilization, okay? Maximize billable space. Timetable efficiency. When was the last time that you looked over your class schedule, your session schedule during the week or over the month, and looked at the attendance ratios and really looked at, is every session that we're running really effective and efficient based on the needs of the business? Okay, I'll urge you to do that. Okay, so upgrade example, increase small group PT capacity. Maybe you can. Some of you will be coaching at 4-1, 6-1. Could you do it 8? Could you do 8-1 rather than 6? Or could you double it up rather than 4? Or maybe more? And then optimize timetable usage. Okay, so look at your facility, look at the timetable, and optimize the usage. And 18, owner energy and recovery system. Probably one of the most important ones, which is the purpose is for you to sustain performance long term. You don't win in business by having hockey stick moments. You win in business by performing at a high level over a long period of time. And I always use this, the world rewards time in the game, time in the game of being consistent through longevity of performance over a long period of time. This includes your own sleep routines. This includes your training schedule. This includes your boundaries, your energy boundaries, and this includes also your downtime. Now, I know we've all been guilty of it. We're spinning the wheels, and eventually you have that day where you burn out. I'll have you consider that your own energy and your recovery system is just as important as push, push, push. In the same way as you would say to a client in your business who wants to lose weight, get fit and healthy, the magic you're looking for is in the recovery, not push, push, push. Rest, recovery, recuperation is just as important as when you're pushing hard. Same for you, okay? Upgrade example, fix training times in your schedule. Protect one non-negotiable rest block. So on a Sunday afternoon, have a rest block. Turn your phone off, no business to be done on a Sunday afternoon. I hope that all makes sense. That is the next 9 systems that you can upgrade. And remember, your goal here is to pick one of these per month to improve inside your business. Look forward to seeing you on the next podcast.